Hey guys, HCG Chica. I'm checking in to give you my update. It's been another, I think, 4 or 5 days since I last checked in. So today, as of VLCD 11, I am down 7.4 pounds in 10 days. According to my handheld Omron body fat monitor, 5 pounds is fat, which I'm very happy with that ratio. It's really good. For me to be losing approximately 5 pounds of fat in technically in 9 days, because this was as of a couple days ago actually. It said I had lost 5 pounds of fat. That's phenomenal. I kind of had thought like, oh, I'm probably kind of near the end here, just because I'm used to how my body looks, but apparently not, because I'm losing fat pretty quickly and I'm not hungry at all. So obviously there's still a ways to go. I'm not having to eat anything extra. I'm still eating less than 500 calories a day. I'm eating to hunger. I'm only taking 125 IU. I have good energy. I'm not having cravings. And those are all things that typically when people say that they don't have much abnormal fat left, that all of those things start becoming more of an issue, and I'm not having that issue. So anyway, I'm very, very happy about that. So I'm 127.4 this morning. I started my round at 134.2 after loading. I technically lost 0.6 after my first loading day, so the highest I was 134.8. But anyway, so I've completed 10 whole days. Today is day 11, which means I'm basically halfway through. So happy. And the neat thing is, every day so far has been pretty easy, except for a couple days ago, Saturday and Sunday. Those 2 days were very difficult for me. I had a really hard time sticking to the protocol. I did manage to do it, but I was out in the sun. It was hot both of those days. I was out in the blazing sun for a couple hours both days, and as I discussed before, being out in the hot sun really knocks me out. Sunlight in general, if it's like heat and sunlight, really knocks me out. And so I did that. It's more pronounced even on HCG, and I just was so exhausted the whole rest of the day. I felt horrible. And when you feel like that, it's just like, oh, this diet's so hard, I want to eat something. And I just kept drinking tea and more tea. But I made it through those 2 days. I just simply did too much those days. It's just things that I shouldn't have been doing, but I needed to do. And the last couple days have been easy again. It seems like as long as I get my rest and get refreshed and then take care of myself properly, then I feel really good. So I got a lot done yesterday. Felt great. Yeah, my ketones are still consistent. Still having ketones. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm doing something kind of different this time. I might actually make a specific vlog about it, but I recently had a food allergy test. It's called ALCAT. That's the company, ALCAT, and they test like hundreds of foods and spices, seasonings, even supplements, stuff like that. Because I have a couple autoimmune conditions, I really felt like it was appropriate for me to do, because I felt like I was probably consuming some things I was allergic to. And I have found the test to be very accurate. I'm sure that there's a few foods, that might not be dead on, but many of them are. And the reason I know that is because a number of them I had already been suspicious that I was allergic to them, and this kind of confirmed it. But on top of that, there was a number of things that I was not aware of that I was allergic to. And as it turns out, many of the foods on Dr. Simeon's original protocol I am allergic to. And as we all know, that food list is already strikingly small. There's not too many vegetables on that list, are there? So I kind of had to think about what I was going to do for this round, because I already knew I did not want to be eating foods I was allergic to on the protocol. Eating things you're allergic to or being around allergies causes inflammation in your body, right? So I felt like removing those foods could actually possibly cause me to have a better round, because I'm not causing inflammation in my body. So far, my theory seems to be proving true. I think this is some of the best fat loss I've actually seen in just over a week on any round, to be honest. and I have been eating a bunch of non-protocol vegetables. So let me explain. Basically, on my test, a lot of things that I ate most rounds, for instance, I was allergic to crab, shrimp, pretty much all like seafood stuff except for some types of fish, beef. So all of those I was allergic to. Normally, I eat shrimp, I eat scallops, I eat crab, I eat beef. Those are some of the main proteins allowed. So all of those I was allergic to. That left me with chicken, lamb, and pork, and then a few kinds of white fish. Obviously, I can't eat lamb on P2, way too fatty. Pork, pretty much also. I was like, I don't think I'm going to find some pork that's that low in fat. So then I was like, well, I can't just only eat chicken, and fish, but that's a little harder to get a hold of for me, and I don't know, it's just, I wanted to have something else. So, so I've been having tuna, actually. Some tuna, and I did check the fat content on it. I have tuna, and I also found, I'm not recommending this necessarily, but for me, because of the allergy foods, I am having some ham deli meat that I found at Trader Joe's that's nitrate and nitrite free, and the fat content, like per gram, matches up with, like the chicken breast. So I decided to try incorporating that too, just so that I have some variety and I can, you're supposed to cycle your foods, not eat just the same thing every day. So I've been doing that. The other thing is, some of the vegetables I'm allergic to include asparagus, onion, fennel, cabbagey stuff. Again, those are like half of the vegetables on the list of Dr. Simeon's protocol, right? So, and it's such a short list. I'm like, okay, I can't just eat tomatoes all day, every day. So I have been including off-protocol vegetables this time. And I am doing it strategically, meaning I don't eat any fruits right now on P2, and I don't eat the grissini or melba. So for me, I felt like it was okay to incorporate some other vegetables because I already have a huge amount of like carbs and sugar out of the picture. So I feel like that gives me a little more freedom. I still am selecting vegetables with a low calorie and low carb content. Aside from the regular ones that are on protocol, like cucumber, tomatoes, lettuce, I've been having zucchini, I've been having red bell pepper, I've been having mushrooms, and what else? Oh, broccoli. I've been having broccoli. So anyway, those are at least 4 vegetables there that are not on the original protocol that I have been eating. I do kind of check the calorie count and carb count on them just to be sure. Like for instance, I had half a red bell pepper with a little bit of fat-free yogurt the other day. And I just checked, to make sure that it's not totally out there like a potato would be. So yeah, and it was like 35 calories or something and 4 or 5 grams of carbs, really minimal. Same thing with the mushrooms. I checked those, and it was delicious. So I've been very happy because I've been having a lot more variety in my diet because of having a larger variety of vegetables. And so far, we'll have to see how this round finishes out, but so far my choices and my theory about all this has been working well for me. So I'm very excited, especially because, if removing allergy foods really helps fat loss on and off HCG, it might be a good option for people who find they have trouble losing weight on HCG, or who lose really slow, or who have a lot of weight to lose. It's definitely not an inexpensive test, so it's very possible that many cannot do it. But for those that maybe have the means to do it, it could be a really useful thing. So I'll definitely keep updating you guys about my results with it and my opinion on how it's going, because it's kind of exciting to me, to be trying something different and trying to work with your body and keeping that inflammation down. So that's my update for today. I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.